Japan, near Godzilla Mountain. A group of school kids are walking in the woods with their teachers. As one of the kids go missing, the child finds a dormant Godzilla. The teacher finds them and is horrified by their discovery. She screams and Godzilla awakens, opening his eye as they slowly wake up and trudge back to the ocean, with each footstep making the ground crumble. Godzilla then screams triumphantly. Noticing something moving around, Godzilla decides to go investigate. Traveling on a warpath towards Nagoya. Madison is not working for Monarch anymore. She had a baby with Josh Valentine. It's 2030. Madison is drawing a picture of Kong with markers and colored pencils. She's listening to Travis Scott. Josh Valentine and her had a baby. Josh knocks on the door to check up on Madison. Josh says, "You did the right thing," as she looks at a framed picture of her and Mark fishing. Madison barely had any contact with him in years, since Hong Kong. Madison lived in Nagoya as she is walking down a crowded street of people to her job as a museum worker. She notices that the ground is shaking and she sees a titan come out of the ground. It's the Queen Muto and a male Muto is seen flying overhead as a gust of blue light is seen. Mark, seeing the news, warns Monarch of the attack. Monarch has been taken over by the world nations and the governments. They recently started a conflict with Kong's kingdom in the Hollow Earth. They deny him to go due to his more personal reasons. They get the Argo 3 to go fight the monsters. 1 hour later, Mark in his apartment sees a picture of Madison. He then recruits a rogue group of Monarch employees to find Madison in Nagoya. 2 days have passed, and the Titans are still fighting. Godzilla stomped on the male Muto to death. Blood leaking and melting cars. There were a few casualties. The Queen rammed into Godzilla. As Godzilla smacked her in the face, the Queen fell on a group of people, smashing the ground. The Muto falls into the hole that her body made. Mark found Madison's apartment. Mark sees the baby carriage. Mark realized right then and there that they were a grandfather. Chen was there with him, and they found a horrendous sight. Josh Valentine's dead body. Mark looks saddened. Mark realizes where the baby is. The baby was in the bathtub, in the bathroom. He gives the baby to Eileen Chen as he steals a jeep to look for Madison. Godzilla and the Queen Muto have a titanic struggle as Godzilla rips off her 2 front arms. Godzilla does the kiss of death on the Queen Muto, but this time feeds on her DNA. Godzilla sucks up the Muto's energy and starts to glow orange. As Godzilla senses one of the Titans, she's killed, one of Mothra's incarnations. Mothra's DNA mixed with the Queen Muto's body and gave Godzilla a new look, with purple dorsal fins and a way darker skin tone, with soulless red eyes. Godzilla roars and walks forward. Mark sees a shelter that was crushed. He goes in and investigates. He finds a horrible sight. Madison's dead body. Mark sees flashes of real old home video footage of Millie Bobby Brown, Mark has a mental breakdown and sobs. Eileen Chen found him. Mark is holding her dead body, thinking about their last meeting. Mark telling her to stop helping. Eileen Chen has tears come down her eyes as she watches Mark sob. He then hears a foot stomp. He looks up, Godzilla's divine form. Mark tries to scream, but their throat is parched as Godzilla's roar bleeds over his cries. It then cuts. To be continued.